So, welcome back to When You Got Class, WYGC. I'm Christian.
I'm John. What the fuck is good, everybody? We're back.
It's been a minute, but we're back. We're chilling. Football starts tomorrow. Ready.
Let's go.
We're ready.
We got a good
Weekly
Thursday
thing now.
night game tomorrow.
So excited. So excited.
Yeah.
Being from New York and all, sorry to cut you off. Being from New York and all, I do want to see the Bills do good this year. Not a Bills fan, but gotta respect them. Gotta respect them as a franchise. They never really had anything too crazy going for them. So
Four Falls of Buffalo. I mean, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, true.
But we're back. We uploaded our first episode. We were just kind of talking about our season predictions, what we're going to be doing on here. But now we're back every Wednesday. New episode of the podcast will be up throughout the week. Look on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. We'll be uploading there, not just podcast stuff, maybe some football stuff, talk about what's going on. And yeah, stay tuned every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Yeah, we'll get it out. The content you need. Not just, we're going to talk about football, but fantasy football, gambling, whatever it may be, So, we're real excited. Now we're far apart. It's exciting too.
Also, stay tuned in the episode. Christian and I, in one of our fantasy leagues, we play each other week 1. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. It's going to be very interesting. And also, we're adding a little something to the podcast. So if you stay tuned to the very end, you might get yourself some money.
Awesome. Yeah, sick. So let's go over kind of, what's happening this week. Who we think's gonna win in a segment we want to call Taylor Fail. So we're gonna keep track of kind of who gets the most games right week in and week out. So this week was there 16 games. So say I get 12 right and he gets 13 right, he's gonna get 1 point. And we're gonna do that on a weekly basis. See who was right the most, and then there's also gonna be a segment where we're gonna do kind of like some mock betting, where if you were to put $100 unit size on these bets, what they'd pay out each and every week, and that's why we're calling Taylor Fail. Are you gonna tell us, or you could tell and fail, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure maybe it's tail and fail, not tail or fail, whatever. You live and you learn, right? Awesome, sweet. So obviously Thursday night.
Tomorrow, like 8:20.
Yep.
I got out of class at 8:30, so might miss a couple minutes, but
that's tough. I get out of work at 5, so I'm chilling.
You'll be nice and litty. I'll be watching the game on my phone on the way home.
Yeah.
But so Bills Rams week 1. I think we were both thinking the same thing here, right?
Definitely. Yeah. You gotta stay true to it. Buffalo. There's really no analysis that goes into it. Both phenomenal teams. Where the Bills are the favorite to win, and are the Rams too. We could potentially see them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they just won the Super. Yeah, this matchup right here. Yeah, Rams just winning the Super Bowl and stuff should be cool. I'm excited to see Cam Akers come back. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I'm excited to see some players on the Rams play this year.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so we both think Buffalo is kind of gonna take the win. Let's dive into some Sunday 1:00 games. First up, Saints Falcons. I think we're both on the same page there as well, right?
Yeah, I got the Saints, but like you were saying, the Falcons might be interesting this year. They're young. I guess they're kind of like rebuilding, right? They're
definitely in rebuilding phase. They have been for a few years now, but I see potential in them. I think they're probably on the verge of being a 500 team, which is coming off a rebuild. That's really all you could kind of ask for.
Yeah. Calvin
They're
Ridley's
moving in
out
the
a few weeks.
yeah.
He shouldn't listen to the podcast then. If we give out some gambling information, maybe he shouldn't listen.
He's out for the season.
The season?
This season, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was like X amount of games. If it's a season, that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure because I remember all that with Deshaun and how Calvin got that huge suspension
Yup.
compared to Deshaun's. Hold on, I'm fact checking real quick.
They changed Deshaun's to like 11 games, I think, and he got fined.
Such a weird number, 11 games, and it's because they're playing the Texans week 12 or week 13 because they're bye weeks in there. But I don't know. Yeah, a full season.
I hope it's not in Texas.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, he's out for a full season. That's gonna be pretty intriguing.
Wow.
But yeah, moving in the right direction. We got Saints, Carolina, and Browns. I mean,
I'm excited for that game.
I am too. I like the revenge games that the NFL just happened to schedule.
Baker quote said, "I'm gonna fuck them up." So we'll see. I'm not sold on Baker Mayfield.
I don't think anybody is.
Yeah, but I mean,
except for State Farm or no. Sorry. Whatever.
Hulu and whatever other insurance things.
Yeah, literally.
But the Panthers, I got the Panthers in that game. They're McCaffrey coming back and stuff. That should be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I took CMC with my first overall pick in our league. Actually, had to.
Yeah,
I couldn't fight it.
I wish he fell to me, but I got stuck taking Cooper Kupp, which isn't a bad pick, not a bad pick by any means, but.
But I mean, had to go. You have to go running backs almost, just with the amount of depth there are in wide receivers right now. It's just.
Yeah.
But yeah, San Francisco 49ers versus the Bears. It's not a tough one. Like
I'm excited to see the Bears play though, just because they got a young team. They got a lot of nice names on their team. Darnell Mooney, no one ever talks about him. He's a pretty good wide receiver one.
I know, but look at their QB one. I mean,
yeah. But also the Niners, like you were saying, the Niners, they might.
I have faith in Trey, and if not, they still have Jimmy G. They still have Jimmy G. I mean, Trey Lance has huge. Granted, everybody hates on Jimmy G. I don't hate Jimmy G as a quarterback at all.
I think he's a good quarterback.
I think he's a good quarterback. To have him as a backup, the fact that Trey Lance is gonna come out and start, he has big shoes to fill in general. So it's like, I don't know. It's worst case, Trey Lance shits bricks, and all of a sudden Jimmy G is starting again. Jimmy G brought them to the fucking NFC Championship last year.
Yeah. Oh, and he brought him to the Super Bowl too.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of Jimmy G slander. He also played under Tom Brady for a couple of years. Like, come on, put some respect on Jimmy G's name.
Facts.
So yeah, we both got the Niners in that one. Looking like a lot of talent here. I don't know. Are you trying to win some money or something?
Right. Pitt and Cincy. This is where we're gonna kind of debacle a little. I mean, I'm playing the bias card. I'm a Steelers fan. Actually, there is some analysis that goes into it. Steelers beat the Bills last year, week 1. Steelers gonna beat Cincy this year, week 1.
Yeah, but who was their quarterback week 1 last year?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Who's their week 1 quarterback this year?
I don't care. It's Mitch Trubisky, and Mitch Trubisky, he's not a great quarterback, but he was under Josh Allen last year. He wasn't terrible think about, he was playing for the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that. Playing for the Bears, and moral of the story, healthy Mitch Trubisky, I'll take that over Ben Roethlisberger last year. Hall of Fame quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, but I'm still going to take Mitch over Ben Roethlisberger.
I don't know. I think the people got to decide on that one, because that's a hot.
Nah, I did.
Well,
I'm going to take healthy,
Hold up. I'd start Mason Rudolph over Mitch Trubisky though.
No, Mason Rudolph sucks. He sucks. There's no way around
But
it.
I got the Bengals in that game. Joey, I think he's I'm so excited to see that team play. Like they got some new pieces of the offensive line, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, it's gonna, and who they got Tyler Boyd. I'm pretty sure he's still there. And then they got what's the other T. Higgins.
Boyd.
I think there's one more.
I mean, no,
but
Jarvis.
It's gonna be
Jarvis Landry.
Nah, he is he? Nah, I don't think so.
Jarvis Landry. Nah, I'm looking up right now. Jarvis Landry.
But no, that's gonna be a good week 1 matchup. Division matchup. Those games are always good, always close, no matter what division game it is. It's always a good game.
Facts. Yeah, no, I was wrong. I'm pretty sure he's actually on the Browns.
Yeah, I think he's on the Browns.
They're both orange. Like, I don't care.
All right, so you got Steelers, I got Bengals. We'll see what happens there. But I respect it, because I mean, I guess we may as well just kind of jump to the Raiders Chargers. Might
as well.
I'm playing that same exact card as I got the Raiders.
Yeah,
but I have the Raiders winning the game. I still think the Chargers are going to come out of the AFC as in be that 1 seed come playoff time and stuff. But I got the Raiders week 1. I can't go against them, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams. So excited to see that against a good defense too. So it's going to be really cool to see how they're connecting against the Chargers because that D is looking a little scary.
It is. I have the Chargers. So, I guess bias cards are being played. How many can we play?
Those ones will just cancel out. They'll probably cancel out.
Yeah. How many can you play? Do we want to put a limit on that?
Because I might have to play it every week.
If the Steelers start out 0-8, which I hope they don't, at what point do I stop playing the bias card?
No, because then they're gonna win the next week. You don't play it,
Yeah.
Actually, maybe it will be a good thing then.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'm not gonna be biased. I mean, with my team, yeah, it will be a little bit. But week 1, I want to see the Raiders win, and I think they will win. Honestly, I really believe that.
I mean, I think everybody's in the same boat. I mean, we went what 6 months without football, 7 months without football. You want to see your team come back and win. The Steelers went 3-0 in the preseason. What they fucking do? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your team come out and because even then, that's from the Super Bowl, not even from the last time that your team played. So, I think everybody's biased week 1.
Yeah.
So fuck that. Moving on. Awesome. So Philly, Detroit. I mean, there's
I think the Lions are still gonna be bad this year. I think they might win 6 games, something like that. But I don't think they're gonna have a big upgrade from last year. The Eagles, I definitely got them in the game, and they're gonna win a lot of games this year. I think them and the Cowboys, they're gonna be
the Eagles. That one. I don't know. I think I'd still take the Cowboys over the Eagles. The Eagles. I mean, I don't know. I don't love Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's a good fantasy quarterback, but fantasy aside, it's not a pretty.
They got A.J. Brown now, though. That offense is gonna turn up.
Yeah, but they still have Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders isn't bad though. And then they got their backup's pretty good too. Something Scott, I think. I might be wrong. Maybe he's not their backup anymore, but I know they had a pretty good backup. It's something Scott. But I said, I might be wrong. Their tight end, they still got Goddard too, right?
Yeah, Goddard's goated. So go to Goddard. Let's go.
I don't really know how their defense is, really. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, the NFC East in general has just been out of the picture for, honestly, since Eli left,
I was
realistically,
just about to
really
say,
talks
since like
about
Eli's been gone.
who really talks about the NFC East. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough to keep up
When
with. I mean, they could totally be way better than what I picture any team in the NFC East, and I will,
yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't keep up with the NFC East.
Nah, yeah. It's like it's one of the worst divisions in football, honestly.
I
It's
mean, even the NFC or what is it, AFC South. I mean, they since Peyton left the Colts and then uh Derrick Henry with Tennessee. Those are realistically that's all you're really talking about. Like the Colts were decent last year, but they were shit the past few years.
yeah,
Tennessee,
yeah.
who they have Ryan Tannehill. Which
I
granted, their quarterback.
nah, no. Tennessee, I think they could get it done one of these years. Like they beat Tom Brady round one. Was it 2 years ago? No, 3 years ago, I think, or whatever. And they're still like a much younger team. They've only gotten better. They're just adding these pieces, but they did just lose AJ Brown, so that does hurt.
Yeah,
But
I mean, because they're such a run-heavy team, and
yeah,
just the NFL in general is just moving away from that. They're moving in the wrong direction, all in all, in my opinion.
I don't know. Ever since I mean, maybe I guess we'll throw it back to when Dallas actually did something. Like I feel like ever since the Dez incident, like the NFL is just kind of like with all these calls and the rules and stuff, just been
Mhm.
kind of like going down since then. So yeah, I do kind of agree with you there.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, it's tough, but all right, let's move on. Indy, Houston, Indy. What's
Next,
Davis Mills gonna do?
Colts.
Um,
That
yeah.
I don't think I can name four players on the Texans.
uh, Davis
Brandon
Mills,
Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. Yeah, yeah.
No,
And
wait.
want to talk about Brandon Cooks. You want to talk about fantasy football real quick? If Brandon Cooks is literally gonna fall to like what, the eighth, ninth, 10th round, pick him up. Literally pick him up with an eighth, ninth, 10th round pick if he falls that far. Pick him up. I know all fantasy drafts are over, but pick him up because he's a wide receiver one on a terrible team that
Like
he's
Darnell
gonna be
Mooney,
one.
bro.
Exactly. It's the same sort of ordeal. I mean, uh,
That-
who
when we get into the fantasy football talk, like what if there's any wide receiver ones out there, let them ride the bench. It's a wide receiver one, PPR leagues and stuff. Like
honestly, and
that,
yeah, we'll save fantasy for in a few
a
minutes.
few more minutes, a few more
Yeah, because I
minutes, we'll
got
get
I
there.
got some. Oh, I wish we did this last week when people actually would have listened to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Fantasy
yeah.
talk.
That-
They would
that's
have
all
been
right.
able to take our
Yeah.
advice. Save it for next year.
Well, why we've been gone too, also, Christian was on like a vacation. I'm back at school now and stuff. So moving, getting all my stuff together. Crazy end of the summer. But now we're
Yeah.
moving to that fall time, that football time. It's this couch right behind me every Sunday from like 1 to, I don't know when the last game ends, 12,
11,
11,
12, whatever.
not moving.
Fact.
But like we said, every Wednesday, catch us back.
Yeah.
And
Well,
let's get,
we'll
let's
either
get
be
back
recording
to,
Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll work on getting it up by Wednesday evening time on Wednesday. All right, awesome. So Patriots, Dolphins. Where we at with
oh,
that?
this is where we kind of disagree a little bit. I got the Pats.
Okay.
It's
Go ahead. I like
I
to
was
hear the
gonna say
analysis.
just looking at the Patriots depth chart, like I've done it a couple times, and it's a Bill Belichick team. So I don't know what he's got up his sleeves, and they got a lot of good weapons at running back. They still got Damian Harris and this other back they brought in. I,
Ramondre Stevenson.
I think so. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but I think it's
Yeah.
something Stevenson or so. Their backfield's looking pretty good. They have Hunter Henry at tight end. I know that. So I don't know that I got the Pats week one, and I don't know. I think you're hearing me taking the Pats a lot this year because I think they're going to be up there. But the Dolphins too. Pats and Dolphins got that division. It's just going to be a matter of who.
What
What?
did you forget?
Nah,
Who else
no,
is in that division?
I'm messing around. Nah, obviously the Bills, but
Yeah, Bills.
Pats and Dolphins, they're gonna be there. I think the Pats more over the Dolphins, and who knows? Honestly, the Pats might come for the division. Was it last year? It almost happened, right? Was it last year or the year before?
I think it was the year before.
Well,
Last
whenever it was,
year
them
they
and the
were like a
Bills.
9-8 team last year, or 10-6, or 10-7 maybe.
But no, I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of forget that the Bills were in that. So I'm looking at all the teams right now, and I'm looking at the Patriots, Dolphins, and like the Bills and Rams game is way up top and stuff. And for
Yeah,
whatever reason, it was just kind of. I was just thinking of the Jets.
facts. All right, yeah,
But
Jets. I honestly, I don't hate what the Jets are doing right now. Again, another New York team that you gotta represent.
they have some. They got some nice young talent on their team now.
They do.
I'm nor a Jets or Giants fan, but I like the Giants a little bit more than the Jets. But Jets are on to something. I like one of their wide receivers they got. They said I'm bad with the names, but
Garrett Wilson.
nah.
Nah, I like Garrett Wilson. Brees Hall. He's the running back that they just drafted. I'm sure everybody knows, not everybody, but people who are big on fantasy know this at this point. But take Michael Carter in the 10th round. He won't.
Yeah.
Brees Hall won't be around long. Um, Whatever. Moving on. Yeah. So I think Miami's gonna win. Analysis behind that is Tua Tyreek. Tua Tyreek. That's all that needs to be
Well,
said.
we'll see. I'm
Or,
excited for that. I hope it works out. Like
honestly,
that's going
like
to be a crazy combination if it could work out. So we'll see. It's Dolphins are still a little shaky to me. I don't know. Like they're a
no, most
solid
definitely,
team, but that quarterback thing is they were gunning for Deshaun Watson for a reason. So
most definitely. I mean, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Baltimore Jets.
I got the Ravens. I love the Ravens. I love Lamar Jackson so much. I think they got a solid team. I'm excited to see J.K. Dobbins play. That should be pretty cool. I don't really like Ohio State players, but I like J.K. Dobbins. So I got
Yeah,
the Ravens.
I have the Ravens as well. Um, I mean, the Jets just aren't there. Like, honestly, the Ravens have a stout team. Like, but Jets aren't there, and yeah, that's really about it. Jacksonville, Washington.
This game I could honestly care less about. I like Jacksonville. I just like all the like young names they got on their team. I'm excited to see ETN play. He
Mhm.
was out last year. Also excited to see what's going on with their Robinson. What's his name? James Robinson the third, I think. Their backup running back.
Yep.
He's hurt right now. I think something like Achilles or something. So it's going to be interesting to see how splits go with him and ETN. They're both running back ones, So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool to keep an eye out throughout the season.
Yeah, it'll be cool, to see, ETN and T-Law, both Clemson grads. So, or went to Clemson. I don't know if they graduated, but
They're going to go back in 20 years and get their degree.
yeah, in veterinarian science or something. No. But yeah, I have Jacksonville. I mean, I like the young names. I like Washington. I'm excited to see what Carson Wentz is going to do in Washington. Um, but I mean, it just seems like they can't really put everything together. Chase Young, the biggest, chunk of their defense, is even healthy. I don't know. I haven't really even heard anything about him. Like,
Hey, when he
yeah,
plays good though, they got a good front. They got Montez Sweat too, or
mhm.
Montez. He's good. Antonio Gibson at running back. That should be pretty cool to see. Scary Terry, always a decent fantasy receiver and just receiver in general too.
Facts, facts. But yeah, 425 games now. We got Giants, Tennessee.
I think Derrick Henry's about to have himself a field day. Maybe Saquon too, though. I'm excited to see Saquon play.
I
I
am
don't think
excited
the
to see
Giants are going to
Saquon play.
win, but I do like the Giants' offense a lot.
Mhm. I mean,
minus Daniel.
I don't. I mean, Danny Dimes had a total of 12 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, and what
Adam
20?
Thielen had more than that, bro. Wide receiver 3. Like, is he a 3? Yeah, he's a 3, right?
Who?
Adam Thielen.
Nah, he's a 2.
He's a 2. Oh,
Well,
I thought he was
well,
a 3.
I mean, he might still be a 1. I mean, Justin
Nah,
Jefferson
Jay
might be a
Jettas is a
1
1.
now, but he's definitely the
Yeah,
2 because KJ Osborne, no way he's a
yeah.
2.
KJ Osborne is a 3. Yeah, he's a 3. He's still like 3. Um, cool. Yeah. So Tennessee across the board. Uh, Kansas City versus the
Uh,
Cards.
I got Kansas City. I think the Cardinals are gonna be a little shaky at the start of the year, just with D Hop being out. I feel like it's gonna AJ Green. He might turn up though. That should be pretty cool. But I'm not sure. The Cardinals might be a little shaky the first few games. Not having your best wide receiver, that's
Yeah.
something I'm getting used to. The Chiefs. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen without Tyreek Hill there. That's going to be interesting to see all year. Week 1, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I think that they got it over the Cardinals though, but definitely got to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, most definitely. I like Arizona. And we went over this last time. I'm a Chiefs hater. I'm a Patrick Mahomes hater. It is what it is. I guess I'm pulling biasy again. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. I don't. I don't like. I don't know. Whatever. I don't like the Mahomes family. It's just I don't know. But yeah, pulling biasy, I guess. I do like the Cards. There's really not much analysis to go into it. I'm going Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals, okay. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be plus 100 for me.
Yeah. All right. Um, let's see. And then we already did the Raiders game and then Green Bay, Minnesota.
I think that's going to be a good game. I honestly, I got the Packers just because I really like Aaron Rodgers, but I do think the Vikings have a more, at least well put together offense. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Aaron Rodgers always gets it done. He's proven it doesn't really matter who his wide receivers are, but it's gonna be interesting to see him without Devontae Adams. But I need Aaron Rodgers good. He's on one of my fantasy teams. So
I have Green Bay winning this one too. I still stand by the fact that Minnesota is going to win the division, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come out ready to play. He spent his time tripping on whatever they
yo,
call it.
I love him
He's
even more
ready.
now.
But
Also, too, something about the Vikings. Kirk Cousins is a loser, so that's
yeah,
another reason why I don't know if the Vikings are gonna win the division, but I don't know. Kirk Cousins, if he could decide like to finally win some games and stuff, maybe.
yeah.
But I don't know. He's just a loser.
Yeah, I mean, he's just built not for those crunch time plays. Whatever. Moving on. Bucks, Cowboys.
I'm really excited for this Sunday night game. This is gonna
Mhm.
be really cool. I feel like you can never go against Tom Brady, so I got the Bucks. I do think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more of a back and forth game.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's gonna come down to like field goal at the end, something like that. But I think the Bucks got it. Both teams have a really good offense. Both teams have a really good defense. They're just both some of the most well put together teams in football this year, just all around the ball.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna take Dallas in this one. That's just, I mean, Tampa Bay isn't what they were. The past couple of years, Gronk retired. Tom Brady with his first
Yeah,
big
but
day
I
of
don't.
retirement. It's just, um, who is? Why am I blanking right now? Who's hurt? Receiver? Uh,
I got
I
Mike
don't know.
Evans, Chris
No,
Godwin.
Chris Godwin's
Uh,
hurt. Chris Godwin's hurt. Mike Evans
the
is
other
realistically the only target.
the other receiver they have, he's good. Wow, I could picture his face. I do not know his name though.
No, I mean, I'm gonna.
He's
I'm.
pretty good. He put up like
I'm
a
gonna.
1,000 yards last year.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know who it is.
But yeah, so I got Bucks, you got Cowboys, and then the Monday night game should be pretty interesting. You know, Russell Wilson going against his old team.
Oh,
I would
I'm
I would
excited.
love to see the Broncos lose, but I think the Broncos are going to destroy the Seahawks. Like they might mercy rule the game. And that just doesn't happen, you know, but I feel like it might happen just this one time because Seahawks are just I was watching some stuff in preseason about them. They're just so sloppy on the ball, so many penalties and stuff. I know it's preseason, but they're in rough shape. They're in really rough shape.
Big time. I gotta go Denver. I mean, I want to see Russ destroy the Seahawks. I am excited to see Drew Lock.
Yo,
How he
bro,
performs, but
I
would
know we're in the
be
middle of a
actually
podcast right now, like, but Be Real's going off. I think everyone watching the podcast about to get in on some Be Real like action right now. You know,
you have Be Real. I don't have Be Real.
yeah, I got
You
it the
gotta
other day. Y'all in the podcast, tune in. Y'all about to be in it. You know, y'all about to be
uh,
in it.
hit the Be Real. I'll download it. I'll download it.
You should. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
needless
will.
to say, back to the football talk. Now that we talked about our week one predictions, we wanted to discuss our fantasy footballs a little bit
Well,
because Christian.
let's just run through that real quick one last time. Just no analysis, just straight through. So we got um we're both taking Buffalo. We're both gonna take the Saints. We're both taking the Panthers. We're both taking the 49ers. I'm taking Pittsburgh. You're taking Cincy. Both taking Philly. Both taking Indy. I got Miami. I got the Pats. Both taking Baltimore. Both taking Jacksonville. Both taking Tennessee. Man, we took a lot of the same. I mean, honestly, with
That
some of these games are shot anyway. So
had great minds, you know.
yeah, facts. I'm taking the Cards. You're taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chargers. You're taking the Raiders. Sorry. Both taking Green Bay. I'm taking Dallas. You're taking Tampa Bay, and we're both taking Denver. So, like I said, after this, I will, make a whole chart, mock $100 bet on each, game, and I'm gonna use the odds from tonight, or Wednesday night, probably like let's see, 8 o'clock, give or take. So hopefully the odds won't fluctuate too much
Okay.
between now and tomorrow. But well, actually now until whatever next week. But I'll use tonight's odds just so that way, it's as accurate as possible. Based off when you guys are betting. And yeah, now we can hop into some fantasy talk.
All right, and now we're gonna dive into Christian and I's fantasy football teams. We're actually facing each other week one in one of our leagues we're in together. It's called the Dirty Dozen. My team name is Oh No Step Bro. Christian's is NFL Young Boy.
Yeah, we got George
Um,
Pickens, you know what I'm
um, so I'm just gonna run through my team from quarterback down the kicker, and Christian's gonna do the same. We'll talk a little bit, and then we want to see what you guys think. Who's gonna win week one? Because it's pretty cool, you know. Week one, we're playing each other, so it should be
saying?
interesting.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
all right, starting with quarterback, we got Joey. Can't do
Joey. Joey.
it. Then we got Nick Chubb and Cam Akers as my starting running backs. You know, Nick Chubb, I think he's a solid back. I think the first 10, 11 weeks, he's going to have even more carries. But him and Kareem Hunt are probably going to carry the load a lot. Cam Akers, he didn't really play at all last year. So I'm excited to see how he's going to play this year. I needed a running back late in the draft, and he was still there. So then getting into my receivers, my two starting receivers, I have Cooper Kupp and Deontay Johnson. Shout out your boy. Cooper Kupp, I had the third pick overall, I think, third or fourth. You know, Jonathan Taylor were gone, Derrick Henry were gone. So I was like, you know what? I'll take Cooper Kupp. See how that's going to go this year. And coming in at tight end, we got Zach Ertz. Caught a few touchdown balls last year, so excited to see how he does in the red zone this year. Then we have 2 flexes in this league. So my other flex is a wide receiver. I got Tyreek Hill in one of my flexes. Then I also have Devonta Smith in at my other flex. Then I got the Ravens D and Nick Folk, New England's kicker. And I'm projected to put up 131 points against Christian this week.
Valid. My team, I got J Herbo, not to be confused with G Herbo, just
Shout out G for both up.
Shout out G Herbo, CMC, first overall pick. I'm not second overall pick type of guy. Give me the first one, you know what I'm saying? Leonard Fournette, those are my 2, starters. I think I'll pick up Leonard Fournette in the second round too. That went running back to back. And then my 2 starting wide receivers, I have Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson. So the Allens, if you will. But yeah, I kind of went running back heavy. So I don't really have any quote unquote star wide receivers, which I'm pretty not upset about. Like I'm pretty content with that decision. And that Pat Fryermuth for my tight end, which I didn't even pick up until like the 12th round. Yeah. And then my 2 flexes, I have Adam Thielen and Christian Kirk, which can't really complain. Both of them are solid. And then my defense, I actually picked them up after the draft. I kind of like doing defenses week by week.
Yeah, I do this. I like trying to get, like one of the bigger defenses, like just to have, but then like, whatever team's playing like the Jets or Giants, whatever the worst team in football is, I just try picking up that defense.
Exactly. So I picked up the Broncos D. Obviously they're playing Seattle, so I thought, that was a pretty solid pickup. And then Chris Boswell is my kicker. So stuck home. Steelers are going to win this week, so they're going to score a lot of points and a lot of extra points and a lot of field goals. And Chris Boswell is going to win me this game. I am projected 134.2 points.
So to kind of like sum that up, Christian is projected to beat me by 3.2 points this week.
But it's week 1.
So
I mean,
yeah,
everybody's about graded the same.
Yeah.
Not graded. They're projected the same amount of points. With a little variation.
It's week 1. You never know what's going to happen. I think it's kind of crazy that they got you projected to beat me. I don't know. I just feel like my team.
I mean, dude, I have Chris Boswell.
It's solely because
kickers only.
It's solely because you have McCaffrey and I have Nick Chubb. I'm looking at it right
what's
now.
His
the projected points. What happened?
What's Chubb's projected?
13.9 and McCaffrey's is 21.
Yeah.
So there it is right there.
Yeah, facts.
But I think I have a pretty solid team this league. At the time of the draft, like when we drafted, I have 3 top 10 wide receivers, 2 pretty good. Well, I'd say I have 1 solid back in Nick Chubb. Cam Akers, he's shaky. Joey B, I think he's gonna be a solid QB for me. I think he's gonna be that, not like the top tier quarterback, but right below there this year. Yeah. So I think he's gonna put up, like 4,000 yards, probably 30 touchdowns or so.
The worst thing about fantasy football is no matter how good the player is, it doesn't correlate to fantasy football. Just like
True.
Last year, how I was saying, Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Jalen Hurts, like he's not a good quarterback overall, in my opinion, but like he put up numbers for me in fantasy.
Lamar Jackson too, like quarterback, like Lamar Jackson's great, but like fantasy wise, he's not. Like he's good, but
yeah,
I don't. It's weird with him. Like he's another player that's comes like fantasy stuff and.
Yeah, no,
Same
it's
Kyler Murray too. Kyler Murray bites me in the butt a lot. I like taking him in a lot of my leagues, but he's always another one of those like fantasy quarterbacks. You know, he's a good quarterback, but just for fantasy, he's not really like
yeah, not as
what
productive.
you need.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, I think that'd be
yes,
a little easy.
yeah, we'll see. Maybe throw like a little side money on the game or something. Never know.
I mean,
Someone's got to buy my drinks this weekend, you know.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty confident. I'm more likely to throw money on the Steelers being Bengals.
Yeah, maybe. But so yeah, that's our week one fantasy matchup. That's our fantasy team or our fantasy teams in this league. We'll probably be addressing this one a lot. We're also in another league together, which we won't get into that one this episode. We just thought it was cool for this one because we play each other week one. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
dope,
feel like
pretty ironic.
if it happens, we'll probably like mention it, but
Yeah,
otherwise, there's really not too much to talk about for our own personal leagues. So
yeah. Now this is a new part of the show we're gonna do every week. It's called Laylock. So I'm sure we got some people out there who like to bet. You know, you want to win some money, football season, you got fantasy football, but it's not enough. You don't get the money right away. You want that
mhm.
instant gratification. You want that money. You want it now. So for those of you guys who like to put those parlays together, we got the Laylock for you. Pretty
Yeah,
much what that's gonna be. Christian and I every week we're gonna take 3 teams that we both think are gonna win and give that to you guys, and you guys could choose to put money on it, not just
this is not
whatever you guys
gambling
want to do.
advice.
No, yeah,
Just
don't
throwing that
don't
out
listen
there.
to us. The best advice we could give you: don't listen to us.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this week, honestly, there's a lot of different variations of laylocks that we could have done. Um, there's a lot of topsy turvy games that are just so overpowered. But kind of the three that we felt the most confident in, um, and we're not like huge gamblers, so we didn't really take odds into effect crazy. So um, the ones that we felt most confident in, Tennessee over the Giants, Denver over the Seahawks, and Indy over where are they playing?
Texans.
Houston. Yeah, Houston. So that's our laylock.
Yeah, Laylock of the week.
Laylock of the week, part one, week one. Let's get it. Um, honestly, if I think we could hit quite a few.
I think we could have football. I think football is the one sport where we're both pretty intelligent on, and like just doing the teams is a lot easier than trying to do stuff like basketball with the players and everything. I
Yeah.
don't even. Can you even do that with players in football? Could you do
Oh
that like?
hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
you
yeah.
can. Okay.
Over under yards and shit. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. You know me. I don't really gamble like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot you can do with it. But I mean, one thing about over unders, it, it the overs are so tempting because you're always like, oh yeah, definitely gonna smack the over on this one. Statistically, man, take the unders. Statistically, you'll always come out on top if you were to just. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure.
This is
Don't
why you
quote
don't take our advice.
me. But if you take the unders, you're more likely to get that hit the unders because in most cases the overs are astronomically higher. It's a psychology thing, man. I studied psychology in school, so you can trust me or not. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty damn sure. I don't know.
But
Sounds it.
for all of our fans, our viewers, our loved ones out there, this has been episode 2 of When You Got
Facts.
Class. Stay tuned every Wednesday. Turn those notifications on for us on social media too. We'll be posting all throughout the week. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Game 1, week 1 tomorrow. Let's get it,
I'm hyped.
guys.
We might have to just live stream the whole game.
Yo,
Anybody out there don't got cable? We got you.
But
So,
yeah, this is it, guys. See y'all next Wednesday. Every Wednesday till the season's over. Hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, sometimes we get busy.
Peace.
Been real. Is are gonna make some real money. Again, this is not gambling advice.